Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Kira with Follow Your Arrow Tarot, and I'm bringing you another pick a card reading. Okay, this is a timeless reading, so anytime that you click on this video, just know that Spirit believes you need some messages regarding love. Okay, this is a special pick a card reading because this is titled, you already saw, that's why you probably clicked. It's How Does Your Ex Feel About You? Subtitle, Is There Hope? I know a lot of people may have just recently broke up with somebody or have been separated for some time, or you just have an ex from, months or years ago that you think about and wonder about. So part one of this reading is how does your ex feel about you and the relationship and what was, okay? The other part of it is if you have any questions about will this relationship be rekindled in the future? Or what was the purpose? Hopefully Spirit will bring some messages today to kind of give you a little bit of insight and hopefully clarify any feelings or thoughts that you have regarding this ex and relationship. In addition to that, if you have more than one ex that you are curious about or wondering about, you can pick more than one group. Or if you are drawn to and inclined more than one flower for one ex, then you can listen to both messages. Again, this is a general reading, so take with you what resonates and learn from what doesn't, okay? In order, okay? So on my left, there is a light pink rose that's fully bloomed, okay? That's going to be group number 1, okay? Group number 2 is right here in the middle. It's this yellowish pinkish flower. I'm not sure if that's coming up quite right on the camera, but I'm sure you saw it in the picture. So that's group number 2, the middle group. Okay, and group number 3 is another light rose, a light pink rose, yet this one hasn't fully budded yet. Okay. So that is group number 3. Take a moment. Feel the energy from whichever group, which one you're drawn to. Okay? All right. Feel free to pause the video if you need some more time to think, but we are going to get started. So I'm going to put group 3 and group number 2 to the side. I've got my moonstone, my heart-shaped moonstone here to help bring some love energy into the reading. All right, let's go with group number 1. Group number 1 is the light pink bloomed rose. Set her to the side. Okay. All right, so I'm using 4 decks. Okay, they were already pre-shuffled, pre-selected. Okay, I'm going to lay them all out and take a moment to kind of feel the energy from the cards, and then I will start with the reading. So this is group number 1. Okay, overall messages or energy. We've got the Romance Angels Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue here. I'm going to actually set these like this, actually. Okay, next I've got the Psychic Tarot deck. 3 cards. And then lastly, okay, the Oracle of E, because we're talking about your ex. Okay. All right. Group number 1, you do have quite a bit of reversals. It's definitely sticking out to me. Reversals, reverse. I feel as though you may have rewound a few times with this ex, meaning you may have started and stopped one of those on again, off again relationships, or you may have gone back to this person multiple times. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So the first card that came up Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So how does your ex feel about you? Okay. Your ex feels as though you are a light in their life. You may have come into their life at a very pivotal moment for them on their soul journey. Okay. So if you haven't heard of the saying, or I believe there's a poem, people come into your reason, or excuse me, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Okay. With this card, this energy, I feel as though for this individual, they know too in their heart that you were in their life for a reason. Okay. Divinely. So you may have heard them, or they may have said to themselves, so-and-so was, sent to me from, God or from the angels. Or this could definitely have been a soulmate or karmatic relationship. Could have even been a twin flame relationship that they feel. A very deep connection. You were the light for them. So they could have been an ex who had some troubles, had some issues of their own. And for a moment, you brought the good out in them. Things were good when you were around, or at least you tried. I feel as though you helped lay a foundation. So they saw you as somebody who was balanced, who was grounded. You brought responsibility to the relationship. Okay. You brought this motherly, nurturing feeling. It says grandmother of Jesus. So you could be an old soul yourself. And what you brought to the relationship was not only this divine feminine energy and this light, this goodness, but you brought nurturing to someone who probably dealt with past traumas, somebody who had issues in the foundation of their childhood, meaning they could have had an absent mother or had a difficult relationship with their mother, or just did not have a very nurturing environment growing up. Okay. The last wording says divine plan. So I feel as though, like I said, they feel as though you were meant to be in their life. You may have met each other kind of to you very randomly, or, it was very serendipitous how you met. You could have just ran into each other, or your paths just so conveniently crossed is kind of the energy I'm feeling. However, with this card, the main message is that they believe that you were put into their life for a reason. But also you need to know that the universe, this was destiny, and you both were meant to meet with each other. I know sometimes people feel as though, and this is just my personal belief, everyone differs, but when you have a soulmate or a twin flame that doesn't work out in this incarnation in the 3D world, sometimes people may say or tell you, then it wasn't your twin flame or it wasn't your soulmate because it didn't last. My feelings, as I've heard a lot of other readers, believe that if you had such a divine bond, connection, you were together for a long time, there was a reason, there's no question that you weren't soulmates or, twin flames, because, the universe just doesn't put two people together just for the heck of it. It's destiny. There's a plan that we don't even know. Okay. So you were meant to meet this ex. You're probably watching this because they're no longer with you. They're an ex. But this relationship, I feel, just with this first card, was a very important one. Not only for them, probably more so them, but it was definitely important for you. For sure. For sure. Okay. The next card says Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. There again, okay? The divine. This was destiny. This was fate. The universe, the higher spirits, the higher realm, whatever you want to call it, angels, spirit guides, they made you two cross paths. See, there's a path that it appears she's walking down. Okay. You were sent to this person, and they believe that too. You were sent to them. Like, remember I said earlier, they feel like the angels sent you. There's some angel wings. Okay. It looks heavenly, like you were sent from heaven. Maybe your song together had the word heaven in it. I just heard like that. Is it like an R&B song? Sent from heaven. And then I'm hearing Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven. This could have been an ex that you lost. They could have crossed over. They could be in heaven. And it's interesting, pyramids here in both cards. Egypt. Yeah, a very deep divine connection, and he or she knows it. Your ex knows it. But for some of you, I feel like this person may have passed. Okay. Next card. Okay, this is from the Romance Angels deck. Is chemistry, but it came up in the reverse. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So maybe at first, maybe you or they, one of you, were unsure of the relationship. But this is how your ex felt about you. So maybe they were unsure about you, about the chemistry or connection. Maybe they were with somebody else when you met them, and they were unsure of whether or not to leave them, leave a previous relationship, leave a marriage for you. Something got in the way of your chemistry in the beginning. And I feel like it was your ex. Or the chemistry took a little bit of time to build. The next card is unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. So now I'm starting to feel this was the beginning of the relationship, and this was the purpose. Okay. Akasha and grandmother of Jesus, divine plan, guidance, laying foundations. You were the light. They know that. But whatever happened and transpired during the timeline and the course of the relationship, okay, this is what set you guys apart. This is what ended it, and this is how does your ex feel about you. So this is why they ended the relationship, or this is why the relationship ended, because we have chemistry in the reverse and unrequited in the upright, and it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. So they lost attraction and chemistry with you. That's what happened. Over time, both of you were no longer close. This is what it was like in the beginning. Okay. You were close, but in the end, not close enough. And whatever happened in the relationship, the chemistry and attraction faded out. You could have been with this person for a while. And, when you're with someone for a while, people tend to not keep up on their, external appearances. And unfortunately, with the ego, a majority of people do care about how each other look on the outside. And I feel like this person is somebody who's very into aesthetics. He or she, well, I'm kind of getting masculine vibe. The male ex really likes a woman who dresses kind of not totally sexual, but they leave a little bit of sexual innuendos and mystery. See, like her legs are bare or her shoulders are bare. They like red. They liked the color red. Or vice versa. Maybe you liked your man who dressed up, suit and tie, very, very mature and very professional and almost, I don't want to say rich looking, but but yeah, the chemistry fizzled out. Okay. The 3 cards here at the bottom in the middle. Okay, these are the psychic tarot. So we have 4, firm foundation. Okay. Definitely masculine energy coming through, fire energy. So your ex could have been a fire sign, I'm feeling. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. They were somebody who, I feel like your ex, whether this, whether it was a female or male, okay, I'm talking about energy here. They're very masculine or domineering or strong-willed in nature. And I feel as though they turned their back on you. The energy I feel from your ex is they were always kind of to themselves. They could have been a little bit of narcissistic or egotistical, always thinking of themselves. Always, walked a path by themselves. Like you never felt like the relationship was truly to becoming one. They always kept it very separate. They could have hid things from you, kept things from you emotionally. Okay. He's in the upright. So I do feel like your ex did have passion for you, but they lost it. And when they lost it, they turned their back on you and left. So I feel as though like your ex was the one who left because they didn't feel like there was chemistry anymore in the relationship. And that was probably really hard for you. But you see him, back turned to you. He's kind of looking back, but there's no eye contact at all. So I feel as though when your ex did leave, they really didn't look back. And, they're moving towards a mountain. So they definitely chose to continue their path alone for a while. I don't see in here that they left you per se for somebody else. I just feel as though they just lost the chemistry. I also feel for some of you that this person your ex could have gone through something internal. I feel like this person has some, not necessarily demons, but some self-business that they haven't attested to. They struggle somehow in the mind. They have a hard time in this incarnation, in this world. And you tried to be their light, but for some reason they just didn't open up enough for the chemistry to keep burning. Okay. There is a triangle on his back. So, even though I wasn't feeling like they left you for somebody else, this could symbolize a love triangle. But I'm kind of feeling like it was them and then you two. Okay. It was a relationship between you and then them and themselves, if that makes sense. And they chose themselves when they left. Okay. Next, you have the 7 in reverse, the Triumph card. Okay, 7, heaven. 7 is we have the grandmother of Jesus here. Okay. I personally, 7 to me is a Jesus card, is a godly card, is a heaven card. Okay. So you've got a 7 Triumph in reverse, meaning this relationship didn't work out. You weren't successful in this relationship, or you feel that. Your ex knows that too. Okay. I feel as though you may have tried to rush back to them a few times, but it didn't work. You tried to win them back, but it didn't work. Again, either they could be fire energy or you can be fire energy, because this card feels very active and it feels like a wand type card. I also personally symbolize horses with the centaur, so Sagittarius, okay? So you could be a Sagittarius or they could be. I feel a lot of fire energy, see a lot of red, okay? They could have been an Aries or Leo. The hair is just flying out here, so that, a main Leo. You try to rush back in, but it didn't work. Okay. The next one is accelerated motion in reverse. So again, you have this horse and accelerated motion in reverse. Okay. No movement. No chemistry. The relationship just stopped. Could have been abrupt. I mean, you could have felt it over time that the love, attraction, and chemistry was fading. But when they left, I feel as though is pretty short. It was pretty quick. Maybe not a lot of talking. Maybe you came home and they were gone. I feel as though they're someone who doesn't like to talk about their feelings. So they may have, I don't even think they left you. No, I feel like this person just left. Was there one day and gone the next. Okay. This card kind of gives me the feeling of the Star card in reverse. So you could be an Aquarius or they could be an Aquarius too. If I'm looking at the cards from top to bottom, so we have Grandmother of Jesus, Seeding the Light, Laying Foundations, Divine Plan, over the 4, Firm Foundation. So you were the light, and they know that. You came into their life, and you provided them foundation, because we have Laying Foundations, Firm Foundation. You provided them a firm foundation, okay? Then we have Chemistry and Triumph in reverse. But unfortunately, even though you brought so much light and foundation, I feel as though they saw you more as somebody who was more like maternal, more parent. Your relationship and your position in it was more, you may have felt like you had to be their parent. You know, you had to tell them what to do. You had to tell them get a job. You had to tell them how to react and to cope. And it became more of a parent type energy. And for that could be why they didn't feel the chemistry. And maybe that's why they left. Over here, chemistry in the reverse, triumph in the reverse. No matter how hard you or they tried to bring the chemistry, it just wasn't there, because I don't think that was the plan. That was the plan for this relationship. It was more of lessons learned. You were there to guide them. You were there to teach them something. You were there to be with them when they're going through something hard. You could have been with someone when they were going through a really hard time, and you helped them stand back up and keep moving forward. I feel as though like you could have came in their life when they lost somebody, so they could have been grieving, and you helped them move out of that. This could be someone with mental health issues. They could have tried to commit suicide or had drug or alcohol addictions, and you tried to help them see the light. I still feel as though your ex, though, has some battles that they're losing. And I feel like if you are at all in contact with them, or, you know, you at all know where they are, what they're doing, I think you see that they weren't, even though they left you and you guys aren't together, they're not in a good place still. They aren't that successful. They aren't moving forward. Okay. Now, the 2 final cards here is 50 and 51. That's pretty interesting. And they're both in reverse. Okay. It says free falling and just say no, but with K-N-O-W. Okay. Like the song, I'm free falling. Yeah. This person has a lot of issues that, just so you know, don't take the ending of the relationship as your fault. This was not your fault. It was no one's fault, actually. This person is free falling. If it was in the upright to me, it would feel like kind of like the tower energy, like they're falling, but it's purposeful, like they need to fall in order for something to start new, or a new cycle to begin, and the falling is actually good. But in the reverse, I feel like it's just like they continue to fall and fall and fall and fall. And unfortunately, if you would have stayed in this relationship, I feel like your ex feels as though as if they were to stay in the relationship with you, they would have brought you down. And even though you may not think it or not, I believe they saw you as this. And they knew they weren't good enough for you, or good for you. They felt as that. They felt like they just couldn't please you. I mean, you were just, You're up there. You may have more status in society than them. You may be more successful, more financially stable. They just did not feel like they could meet you on the same level. And so they left. And they left for them, but they also left for you because they wanted better for you. Because they knew that you weren't going to triumph with them and your relationship wasn't moving forward. And I feel with Just Say No, I feel you knew this the whole time. You knew this deep down that this relationship wasn't going to work out. You wanted it to, but you kind of always knew in the back of your mind it wasn't going to, even when it first started. But you didn't want to believe it. And I think that's why Just Say No is in the reverse. Because you tried so hard not to know it. But you do know. You do know. You do know why this ended. Overall energy. Okay. Flower. Looking at the flower. This flower has completely bloomed. Has it not? There's no more blooming to be had but for it to die if it was real. For its petals to fall and it to be gone. So I feel as though, how does your ex feel about you in the relationship? How do you feel? I feel you both know that the path, the time frame of this relationship has met its end. It has gone through what it needed to go through. It has blossomed all the way, but now it's at the last portion of the relationship, the last steps of its development. There's really nowhere else for the petals to go but down, free falling. There's no other room but for these petals to just dissipate, to leave. So overall energy, I feel as though this relationship is in the books. It has come. It has happened. It was a connection, a soulmate, karmatic. It was definitely brought by the divine. But the connection has served its purpose for a reason, for both of you to learn lessons. Okay? To heal, to teach, to nurture, to guide. Okay? But now it's gone. You know you need to let it fall. Just as the rose petals would fall. You need to put it in the books. Be proud that it happened. The good, the bad, or the ugly. And let it go. Something you could do, okay, is next time you see a flower that's fully bloomed and it's almost on the verge of dying, I would pick it and I would put it in some water, a stream, a lake, river, ocean, if you're near one. Say your piece about the relationship to that person, to how you felt. And once you've said your piece, put all that energy, all those feelings, all those thoughts, cry it out if you have to, put it into that, put it in the water, and let the ex go. Let them go on to their path forward. Okay? Let it move on. Okay? This was some intense energy, group number 1. Some very intense energy. I wish you love and light, group 1. I do feel this was just one relationship in your life. I feel for you, there's going to be others. You may already be in one, or one is coming. I don't think this was the be-all and end-all of relationships for you. But it definitely was one that taught you something. Okay? All right, that was group number 1. All right, everybody, if you picked group number 2, okay, you picked the yellow and pink, almost looks like a magnolia kind of flower, okay, All right, let's set the cards out so I can get the overall energy for group number 2. How does your ex feel about you? What was the purpose of this relationship with your ex? Interesting. Okay. All right, first card, purpose. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Excuse me. I think for this relationship, you were very torn. I'm getting kind of like a 2 of Swords energy. You weren't sure whether to stay or go towards the end of the relationship. You might have found yourself taking some solidarity, going somewhere to really think hard. You may have gone by water. You may be a water sign, or they may be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Okay. There was a lot of emotions in this relationship. A lot of emotions. I think you may have felt alone at sometimes in this relationship, or the other person felt alone. Okay. The next card, transformation in the reverse. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Okay. Kind of the opposite. So you're by this river of water, emotions, intuition, trying to figure out why. Yeah, definitely. Your ex often, maybe your ex often does this. Reflects on the relationship. Asks why it didn't work. Asks why he or she left. Asks why you left. Yeah. They're deep in their thoughts. They want to know why. Unresolved issues. Transformation in the reverse. Healing didn't happen for your ex completely. They weren't completely healed when the relationship ended. And they feel like they weren't able to fully move forward, transform forward. Because they felt at a deep cellular level, okay, they weren't sure if they made the right choice to leave. Confusion. They still think about it. They still think about it. I feel as though this person could be far away too. I mean, there's a lot of hills and mountains. So now your ex could be, miles away from you as well. How do they feel about you? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, but in reverse. So they left, or the relationship ended, they feel, because it wasn't right timing. Yet they thought you could be the one. You've already met your romantic partner you seek. Yeah, they wished for you. They dreamt for you. They asked for you, and they thought you could be the one. But the timing wasn't right. Maybe this relationship was not supported by the church, by your family, by the divine, by the angels didn't support this union. I kind of feel as though they might have proposed to you, but you declined because it wasn't the right time. And they constantly wonder why you said no. Because they thought that you could be the one. Conflict and defeat. 5. In reverse. Yeah, your ex feels very hurt by you. They took it very hard. They were very emotional about it. And I'm feeling some masculine energy. So if this was a guy, He took it hard. He took it hardcore. I mean, this is blue. Water. I really feel like this is a water sign. Your ex is a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They took it very hard. They went through a period of some depression for sure. Solitude. Like after you guys broke up, they were locked in their room for quite a while. And they were stuck in their thoughts. Okay. Next, though, is Material Harvest, number 9. In the upright. Your ex felt that they had an abundance with you. That you guys produced things. You had a fruitful, or could have had a fruitful relationship. They thought you could be the one. They thought they could get to a 10 with you. But they're confused on why they had to wait. Why the ending? Emotional loss. Look, he's holding his heart. It hurt him. It reminds me of that video where those little kids, there's 2 girls and a little boy, and the girl pokes his chest and he goes, ouch, you hurt my heart. Like, that's like, I feel like this is it. You're a female and they're a male. Or this is masculine energy. But it could be any. But I'm just saying that a man was hurt. He proposed. He was told no. These are all, depicted by male energy. Did you leave him for somebody else? Did you I don't understand. This one's a little bit more confusing, group number 2. Yeah, hasta la vista, baby, in the reverse. 52. Yeah, so you left him. You left this person. Your ex feels like you left them out in the cold. You could have left them at the altar. Wow. Got an owie. 29. Got an owie in the reverse. Yeah. You hurt him. Hurt him or her. Yeah. Got an owie. Yeah, you hurt your ex. That's how they feel about you. You hurt them. They thought they had everything with you. And I don't know why. You didn't want it. You weren't ready. Maybe they were going too fast for you. They wanted to get married, have kids, and just be done. And you wanted to live a little bit. And it scared you. And you got cold feet and you left. You're like, hasta la vista, baby. Like, peace out. Like, too much for me. Maybe they were older than you. You were a younger female. They were older male. They were ready to settle down. You were not. Interesting, group number 2. I do feel like, though, if you were wondering if you could be back with your ex, I feel like this energy of this ex, not group number 1, but group number 2, the energy of this ex, if you were to come back to them, they would take you. They would take you. It would take some time and trust. You would definitely have to have some conversation because they're going to want to know the why. So if you ever wanted to be back with this ex, you have to understand that they spent so much time thinking of every possible reason why what happened, that if you were ever to reconcile and get back together, you are going to have the patience to talk this over with them many times. They're going to ask tons of questions over and over because I feel water energy. They're deep in their feelings and their emotions, and they just want to understand. So you're going to have to explain your reasons. But I do feel like this person really loves and cares for you. They were ready to make you the one. Done. They wanted to harvest with you, like 9 of coins. Could be earth energy here too. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They wanted to have abundance with you. They wanted to get to the 9 of coins. So if this is an ex that you want to get back with or you still love, I feel there's definitely potential here. I think the most important thing for this relationship is you guys needed to be on the right page regarding your time frames and your values and your beliefs, and be on the same timing. It's like, you know, you're running a marathon and one person's already 3 laps in and the other person's just finishing their first lap. You got to be on the same pace, same timing, and that could be why this didn't work. Just bad timing. Okay? All right, group number 2. I hope this message resonated with you. I'd be sure curious to be a fly on the wall and see if group number 2, you know, you got back with your ex, or what was the reason? I mean, did you seriously leave him at the altar? Did you say no when they proposed? Like, what was up? Hasta la vista, baby. Like, you gave him an owie. It hurt. All right, that was group number 2. Whew, man. These are heavy, heavy, heavy. What was I getting myself into with exes? Dang. All right, last and final group, group number 3. We have the light pink rosebud. Okay, set her right there. All right, I'm going to lay out the cards, get an overall feeling and energy. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. Definitely different. Gosh. 282. 82. This one's probably for me. Okay. Definitely different. Okay. If you watched group number 1, you're going to understand this metaphor. But see how this is a rosebud? Tightly packed. Just beginning. Not over, baby. Okay. This is how your ex feels. Overall energy. Your ex wants you back. Your ex wants you back. Or you want your ex back. Okay. First card, overall energy, is Priestess. Like the High Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Okay. Intuition. Feeling feminine energy. Okay. There's some lions in the back, some strength. We got the power on the board. You could be a Leo or they could be a Leo. Fire energy here. Okay. However, I'm looking at her what she's wearing. And it looks like wings. So you could be, or they could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. I'm going to go back to her. Feel some serious energy with the Priestess and this power here. Okay, next card. Oh, wait. We're going to go this one. Okay. So just say yes. They want you. Your ex wants you back. And they want you just to say yes. They don't want to. I feel like they're just saying, like, they don't want to hear ifs, ands, buts, or, I don't know, or, but you did this, and no, they just want you to be, yes, baby, I want you back, okay? However, there are 3 people in this card. So there may be a love triangle. She's making a triangle with her fingers. That could be the reason why you're so serious in the picture. I'd say yes if you weren't a hoe. Sorry. Yeah, there's definitely, gosh, because you got red flags. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. You are leery of your ex, or your ex is leery of you. Your intuition is telling you to watch out for these red flags. That's why you're so serious. Okay. But you got a yes, but you got multiple people. So is this person your ex? Did they say yes to 2 people? I mean, is this a situation? I mean, engagement shows up. What is up with that? Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It's as if, God, I can see this in a few different ways. So you got proposed to somebody, but you saw the red flags in time because you channeled your high priestess intuition. You followed it, found out third party, done. Wedding called off. That's why they're your ex. Okay? Or this reading's telling you that you lack the high priestess and the intuition. You ignored him, didn't pay attention to the red flags, got engaged, possibly were married. Third party came into it. You got a divorce. You separated. Adultery. Or this is cautioning you about going back to your ex if you're wanting to go back to your ex. Or how does your ex feel about you? They're concerned about your red flags. However, they did or they want to propose to you or be engaged to you, and they want you to say yes. I mean, come on. That's crazy. Engagement and yes. Right next to each other. Or it could mean the chance of going back to your ex, if you're asking yourself, should I go back to my ex? I mean, it's in the upright. There could be a positive chance that you do go back with your ex and you do reconcile and it works and you get engaged and you say yes or they say yes. However, you've got the high priestess here saying, don't ignore your intuition. Be strong. Pay attention to red flags. Don't let the wool cover your eyes. This is a tangled web, for sure. You got laser beams here, my friend. 39. It's as if the universe is saying you need to look at this relationship with laser beams. Focus on the details before you make decisions to go back. Or how does your ex feel about you? They felt as though that they had to use laser beams with you. They were using the high priestess energy. Laser beams because there were some red flags. Your ex feels about you. They're mentally conflicted. They want you back. They want it to be engaged. They want you to say yes, but they have mental conflict. 1 minute they do, next minute they don't. 1 minute they do, next minute they don't. Power. Maybe the red flag, because pay attention to red flags, is right above power. 8. Okay. Maybe they're codependent. Maybe the red flag is that they're manipulative and they try to hold power in the relationship. Maybe that's why they want to be proposed or engaged to you, to trap you. Because they think that that's going to have power. You know, you're going to be theirs. They see you almost not as, a person or energy. They see you as a thing. Okay. You could be dealing with somebody older. Definitely feel strong masculine energy for sure. You could be dealing with a man. You could be dealing with a Leo, fire energy. You could also be dealing, with this card, I get a feeling of like you're in your head. Mind thoughts, which is swords, which is air energy. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But I feel more like Gemini because you have the two faces. Okay. The twins, Gemini or Aquarius. Could be Gemini. 2, duality. 8, infinity. This is a karmatic relationship. Movement, choices, and decisions. Yeah, mental conflict. How does your ex feel about you? They're still not sure if they want to go back to you, or you're still not sure. Look here, you got rings. 2 rings as one door, one choice. Engagement. Five. Baby steps. If they're coming back to you, They're taking their time. They're patient. They're laser beaming this. Laser beaming their mind. They're thinking hard and long about it. Or you are. I am like, I don't know about this reading. Energy. If you were questioning, should I go back to this ex? Will it work out with this ex? Am I going to get back together with them? I don't know. It's a question mark for this group for sure. It's not a yes, not a no. It's an unknown. Because this red flags, this power, this three people here, mental conflict, these cards are concerning me. However, with High Priestess and engagement and yes, and baby steps, it's almost like saying yes, but you might have to work on things. But be careful. Don't lose your power. Or they don't want to lose their power with you. Okay. It could be someone who is afraid of commitment because they're afraid they're going to lose their power. So they're deciding. This kind of almost gives me the energy of like the Seven of Cups, having choices. Having choices. Dang, I don't know with this one. 5, 2, 8, 2, 9. Huh. I didn't do it for the other groups, but I got to do it for this group. I need some clarification. I'm going to use my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Get some clarification. How does group number 3's ex feel about them regarding the relationship? Is there hope for this relationship? How does their ex feel? 3 cards. Give me 3 answers. Yep. Air energy. Definitely could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For sure. You got, for clarification, 4 of Swords in the reverse. It's telling you need to take the time to chill out and to get your mind right, but you're not wanting to. I feel like this is a recent ex. That one or both of you is wanting to run right back to each other. But you need to chill out. 5 of Swords. 5. Baby steps. However it ended, some words were said. An argument occurred. And there's multiple people here hurt. Multiple people here. Red flags. Your ex could have had to make a decision between 2 people and they didn't choose you. And now they're regretting it. Or your ex could have had to choose between you and someone else and they didn't choose you. And they chose the other person. They got engaged with them and they said yes. And they could be almost getting married. But now they have mental conflict. They have choices to make. Because they're not sure if they want to go back with you. They think that they may have made the wrong choice. 5. Another 5. You have 3 5s on the board, my friend. 5, 5, 5. Look up that angel number. We have 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. So how does your ex feel about you left out in the cold? Or you feel left out in the cold because this is a church. Maybe they got married. And you were outside. You were crying. They left out in the cold. Dang. Got definitely lots of air energy. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Got that Gemini. We got Leo on the board. I'm feeling we got some earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I'm feeling more air, more fire energy. Laser beams. Yeah, it's fire energy. All right, group number 3. This is an interesting situation. I do hope some of these messages from Spirit resonated with you, group number 3. If they kind of did, or if you can shed some light to the group, to the tribe of like, you know, you're seeing something that we're not seeing, and then it makes sense. Hey, help us out. Let us know. I'd love to hear, especially for group number 3, because I'm a little confused. So, should you go back to this ex? Should you be with them? I don't know. I do think that there's a lot of issues here, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like this is a twin flame. I feel like this could be more of a karmatic relationship. Soulmate? I don't know about that. I don't know. But again, going back to the flower, it's tight, meaning not open, closed off, new, just beginning, immature in its growth. Okay? Some energy. But again, you got engagement and yes right next to each other. So, Lord only knows. Group number 3, I'm praying for you because this relationship, it's a little dramatic. Just a little dramatic, okay? All right, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much. I hope that you found a little bit of guidance, some answers regarding how your ex feels about you and the relationship and what decisions you might need to be making in the future, if any. Thank you again for watching. Right now on my channel, I have a contest going on as I'm trying to expand my subscribership. So there are 2 ways that you can enter the contest. One is by being a subscriber. Comment your username in the comment section below, so you can definitely get an entry. That will get you 1 entry into the Buddha head. Okay. Another way, the second way that you can enter the contest is by leaving a thoughtful and positive comment on any of my videos. So, for example, if you left 5 comments on 5 separate videos, that would give you 5 entries. Okay. I go to goals. So right now I'm trying to get to 300. Again, this is a pick a card reading. It's timeless. You could be seeing this months from now, years from now. Who knows? So definitely make sure you check in into the channel, the description box below. Look at the newest video and see if the contest is still going, which it is because I'm going to do it at every milestone. So 300, 400, 500, 1,000. So I'm going to continue that with my channel. And when I do get to those milestones, I do create special videos, upload those where we draw the contest winners, and those subscribers win a free private personal reading from yours truly. So check that out. You could also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Follow Your Arrow Tarot 1111 at Facebook, and just follow Your Arrow Tarot at Instagram. Also, if you're interested in a paid reading, that information is in the description box below. And you can always email me at followyourarrowtarot@gmail.com for any further information. But thank you so much for watching. I do hope that brought you some messages and at least some peace and some healing. And I look forward to seeing you back in the next pick a card reading. Thank you for watching.